All right, a road trip. You were promised a road trip. A road trip you shall have. Road trip. I have just filled up with gas, which reminds me to reset the odometer. And odometer is reset. And it is in the morning still. It is Sunday morning. The traffic is fairly light, so thought I would start a road trip video. Road trip videos is kind of the origins of my YouTube experience. My YouTube experience goes back to one time I bought Adobe Premiere. It's maybe a problem with the microphone. I bought Adobe Premiere, but I really didn't know how to use it, and so I was like, well, I'll just make some video clips while I'm driving, and I'll edit them. That'll be a good learning experience. That's how, I don't know, that's kind of where I started. It was, I feel like it was 2013. I think it was 2013 when I started the road trip, the first road trip video. All right, road trip video. I'm gonna get on the interstate. Hang on one second. Cruise control set. All right, I was just at a truck stop gas station place. Truck stop gas station that sells merchandise. This is one of the things I have noticed over the years on road trips, that gas stations sell some weird stuff, and if they sell it, that means that people are buying some weird stuff at the gas station. Years ago I was at a place called Boomland, and they had dresses. They had dresses for women, women's dresses. I was like, what? Who would go to a gas station and buy a dress? And it was like, you know, it was like the dress that you would wear somewhere. It wasn't a joke. It was like, you know, who would go to a gas? But today's gas station shopping experience was not dresses, but it was, first of all, I came out of the bathroom and there they were, the bling sunglasses. And in case you need to look like a Hollywood lounge singer or something, I guess. Hollywood. Las Vegas lounge singer. In case you need to look like a Las Vegas lounge singer, there are your bling sunglasses. Maybe I shouldn't have started this video until my mouth was awake enough to talk. So I thought that was weird enough. And then I turned the corner and here was this. I really don't have any words to say. I suppose it is conceivable that you would be driving down the interstate and be attacked by the Huns or something, and you would need your helmet. You would need your helmet or something. I am really not sure. Really not sure. All right, road trip video. Off we go. This is going to be exciting and probably full of rants and things as things come to my mind that I just can't not share. Can't not share. Sometimes people ask me, they say, should you be making a video while you drive? Should you be making a video while you drive? And I answered this in another video one time. I said, well, you know, it's probably about the same level of distraction as talking to a passenger while you drive. And except that in this case, there's no arguments. The passenger doesn't argue back. I'm just talking as I drive. And if you ever talk to a passenger while you drive, you know you have to listen to what they're saying and respond, and sometimes they disagree. So I have everything set up on the tripods, and I just have to wait for traffic to clear, reach over and hit the start button, and then I'm good to go. There's 2 start buttons in this setup, but you know what I'm saying. So I get like into a nice clear traffic situation, and then I hit the start buttons, and then I just, you know, start talking. So it's not like I'm tweeting or something, or doing Instagram posts while I drive. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just talking to the camera. I'm just talking into the space, and the camera happens to be in the space as well, and that leads to recording. I was reading the road sign just then. Trying to remember how to get home. There's a way. I'm going to go through Terre Haute. I'm going to go through Terre Haute, which means I have to go off the Interstate 57 onto, I never can remember. I think it's 74. I should Google that. I should look that up. Next time I get to a safe place. I want to take a second to comment on my creative outlets, being a creator. So YouTube, podcast, World of SILIAR. This is the direction that I'm planning to go. I'm going to continue to do SILIAR updates, at least something every day that I'm not at my parents' house. My parents' internet, I don't understand. I did a speed check at one point, and it was downloading at 1 megabit per second, 1.2 actually. It started off in the 0.8 and then another time I did speed check on it, and it was 39 megabits per second. I have no idea why it would be so variable, but I couldn't even get my web pages to load, so I couldn't really edit SILIAR web pages. I was able to upload some YouTube videos, but it was like all night long. It would take like 6 hours to upload. But going forward, when I'm not at my parents' house, I want to do something every day on the SILIAR website, www.siliar.com. I got a kind of massive search and replace project I'm going to have to do. I'll probably do that tomorrow or something. I've decided to change the spelling of a character's name, and that means going back through a lot of documents looking for the word and then do search and replace. The other thing is the YouTube channel. I'm going to continue to try to do daily updates, daily content there, and some of those content pieces will also be podcast pieces. I figured if I'm going to record a podcast, I might as well do it as a video also. So I'll have the podcast, and I'm going to try to do that on all of the even days. I'm not promising that I'll never miss, but on even days I'll try to do the podcast, and then other video content, as it strikes me on the odd days. So 1, 3, 5, 7, all that stuff. That's why we take math, is so we know what day my podcasts are coming out on. Even days for the podcasts, and then odd days for the other stuff. So that's my content plan. And I had to go back to Patreon and redo my whole Patreon things, because I do more than just the videos now. I expanded my scope of creativity on Patreon. And I got to redo that intro video, the channel intro video. I'm still not happy with what I came up with, so. All right, that's Bill the Creator going forward. Bill the Creator. I feel like, I need to go ahead and get my meaningful moment in before something upsets me and I go off on some kind of tirade rant. So the meaningful moment on Road Trip 2019, meaningful moment, here we go. Family. We're coming out of the Christmas holidays, and the kids are all going back to school. They either went back last week or they go back tomorrow. And Christmas and Thanksgiving was before that, and all, So the Christmas season, New Year's, family, holidays, it is very easy to get caught up in your daily routine and to take your family for granted, to take for granted the family that you have, your close family, your extended family. And the meaningful moment in this episode, I would like to say, is take some time to remember your family. Take some time to acknowledge what they do for you. Take some time to appreciate them. I left Indiana to my parents' house on my birthday. Before I left, the family, my wife and the kids, they sat me down in the kitchen. We had a little celebration, and I was in a big rush. But I'd gone in, my wife took me out to lunch before. It was a really nice little moment, and I'm not sure I got to thank them properly, but I appreciated it. And it's a good time to pause and stop and just say how important family is. So that's the meaningful moment in this. Don't get caught up. We all stop at Christmas time and go, oh, family's important. And then we get like to, January 27th or something, and we've completely forgotten. We're caught up in the rush and everything like that. So don't do that. Don't forget. Don't take for granted. Don't overlook. Be grateful for the family that you have. So I'm pretty lucky that both of my parents are still alive, and I had an opportunity to go down and spend a couple of nights with them and all that. It was a really nice thing, and it meant a lot. I think it meant a lot to me, and to see them, make sure that So don't take your family for granted. Meaningful moment in the Road Trip 2019 episode. All right, I have stopped. I'm gonna eat lunch and use the bathroom and maybe get gas and then get back on the road after lunch. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed this little road trip episode. If you did, please click the like button, sign up for notifications. Obviously, road trips are just kind of a once in a while thing. I do mostly motivational, inspirational videos and the occasional tutorial. Actually, I'm doing more tutorials than I used to do because people seem to like those and watch them a lot. So please subscribe to the channel, sign up for notifications. Leave me a comment, a question, a suggestion. And that's all I have for this one. I will see you in the next one.